Don't do it, guys. Don't place trades based on what you see here. Please consult your own financial advisors and do your own due diligence. All right, with that said, let's go. It is Friday, November 2nd. Oh, I feel like I just recorded one of these like 3 hours ago. I'm only recording this in the afternoon. It's only 5 p.m. And my account is virtually flat. I'm up like 20 bucks since yesterday. It says 141, but it just has a weird way of calculating things. If we go on the week chart over here, you can see I'm virtually flat here for the day. There was a dip midway through the day, but it recovered. The big news out of today is basically just Apple, I think. Now, I had a killer day yesterday, and now I'm just happy to be keeping my gains. It's a mixed bag throughout my portfolio today. Some things are down a couple percent and a half, some things are up a couple percent and a half. Uranium, energy fuels is up, URG is up like 4% or so, and Cameco is up less than a percent. URA is up a couple percent, and the big killer here, the big murderer, JD, by the way, is surrendered most of the gains from yesterday. Um, the big murder is Apple. So what happened with Apple is I bought at 207 and 30 cents, a couple shares, and they had a tiny recovery pop towards the beginning of the day, but then it fizzled out and has been flat at 206 for the remaining of the trading period. Um, people are saying how it's going to be a downtrend with the iPhone sales not being able to meet expectations and stuff like that. And there's a couple sides of the camp of the argument where people are saying how because the big news item is that they're going to stop reporting the units sold, and what people are thinking is like, all right, well, what really matters is earnings, right? Earnings growth, which they kind of beat, but but their item sales numbers could miss, but the argument is like that's not where their business is at now. They get so much more income through services and all this other stuff and the other categories, like headphones and Apple Watches and whatnot. And so the unit sold is not as relevant anymore. They're just trying to kind of like phase it out. And but others are saying like, oh well, they're trying to hide numbers because they're not doing that well anymore. So this is kind of like the beginning of the end. And knowing my shit Lex probably is. But I'm seeing this as an opportunity to get into the biggest, most successful company in the history of world, in the modern world when it comes to um, stocks, anyways. So that's what's going on right now. That's the biggest killer. So if it wasn't for that net minus $250, and if it was just flat, I'd be up 250, but I'm not. And Apple's actually fallen off of my top two list here. It's now on a third place when it comes to appreciation, right behind C-SPAN, which got me 630 days just in 2 days. It got me this much appreciation, and energy fuels, you for 4U's $734. So those are my big price appreciators here. I'm not counting this one because I've already sold the position, so it doesn't really matter. And then it's Cameco and so forth. As far as the biggest losers go, I'm still down on the uranium ETF, and hopefully that recovers at some point. Kind of sucks because this is like my second biggest position after Apple. It used to be my biggest position just until up until yesterday, and is the one that's down the most. So that's tough. And this is another big position of mine. It's my fourth biggest position, and it's also down. So by a lot. This is the emerging market fund, and but I am hoping that it will reverse. I've been talking about an emerging market flush out, which hasn't really materialized. It's kind of been like scraping down at the proverbial bottom um, of the barrel there for a while. But we'll see if anything changes there. I'm still optimistic on it. Um, let's see, other things that happened. I bought a couple of stocks of this Brazilian company, StoneCo. So I have shares now. I'm up to $150, and so far I've seen a $1.24 gain. So, oh, this doesn't look proper at all, this picture here. But anyway, I have some shares in it. It's a payment processing firm in Brazil. This is my second Brazilian investment, and so we'll see how it goes. I'm planning to keep this one for at least the next 2 or 3 years, unless something weird happens. I might be accumulating more. I want more money so I can accumulate more stocks and more funds. I want to accumulate this one right here, the artificial intelligence market follower, AI powered equity ETF. Look at this. They've been out for about a year, but is it 1 year? Yeah. And they're doing pretty well. Like relative to the market, they're doing well. I mean, they were up as much as 18% on the year, and they're rebounding all right. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I just want to try it because it's supposedly, like artificially intelligent, enhanced, fun. So I just want to give it a go. All right. Well, not a very exciting end of the week, but Thursday was exciting. So I'm all right with that. I'm gonna be getting a lot of cash coming back. Look, so I have this, the Ford. Sorry, no. Let's go back to the options here. So I have the, oh, I'd already calculated the min, but I'm getting my funds back. I had some chemical put, some Ford put, and so forth. So I'm gonna get some money to play with on Monday. So over the weekend, I'm gonna be thinking about what kind of trades I want to place with my freed up collateral cash. All right, I think that's enough for now. Hope you guys have a great weekend. See y'all probably on Monday. All right, peace out.